Welcome to my Vision News. Some news stories for you. First one is from Qatar Football World Cup, where five-time world champion Brazil has been kicked out of the competition in the first quarter-final of the World Cup football. Croatia beat Brazil. Secondly, Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital, where a bomb explosion is being reported. Addis Ababa police has confirmed the incident, what happened, who is behind this bomb explosion in Ethiopian capital. And lastly, viewers, William Ruto, newly elected Kenyan President, has arrived in Asmara, Eritrean capital. A democratically elected President Ruto is paying an official visit to Eritrea, where no election has been held, national election, general election, since 1991 when the country came into being. Details for you. Firstly, viewers, Football World Cup, where first quarter-final was played today between Brazil and Croatia. Brazil is five-time world champion. And the match was without any goal at the end of 90-minute time. In extra time, each team scored one goal. And then on penalty shootout, Croatia 4, Brazil 2. So Brazil is out of World Cup. Germany has already been kicked out of the World Cup. Now Brazil too. Neymar, star Brazilian player, reached a personal landmark today when he scored his 77th goal, equaling Great Pele's record. FIFA's recognition of Pele's goals is at 77. FIFA recognizes only 77 goals of Pele, though Pele himself and the Brazilian Football Association say that Pele scored 95 goals. But Pele scored 95 or 77 goals in 92 matches. And Neymar took 124 matches to score 77 goals. So personal landmark for Neymar, but Brazil is out of the Football World Cup. Three quarterfinals to be played in coming days, one today and two in coming days. Let's see which teams manage to reach semi-final stage. Secondly, viewers, Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital, where a bomb explosion is being reported. Addis Ababa police has confirmed the incident. It happened in Lamikura, sub-city, part of Addis Ababa. And there, the incident happened outside a grocery store. Police has not shared details. What type of device was used? Was it a planted device? Was it a hand grenade? Some sources say that a hand grenade was thrown. Others say it was a planted device. So it's not clear. Police has not shared details so far. Police is only confirming the incident happened. 7 civilians were injured. No group has claimed responsibility for this attack. It's difficult to say who is behind this bomb explosion. Is there some local group involved, some local criminal group, or some group from outside Addis Ababa, or for some foreign elements? It's not clear. We have only seen tensions at Addis Ababa schools lately between Oromo Amhara students. We have not seen any major armed faction operating in Addis Ababa. Lately, it's not that any such activities were seen. Yes, police has been carrying out operation against illegal arms, like it is doing in other parts of Ethiopia too. But there is no confirmation that any group with bombs and hand grenades is operating in Addis Ababa. Let's see. Hopefully, police will make the investigation public. So far, police have not shared complete details. What happened, who was the target, who could be the attackers, no details so far. Lastly, viewers, Kenya, Eritrea. William Ruto is the newly elected president of Kenya. And today he arrived in Asmara, Eritrean capital. A few days ago, Eritrean Foreign Minister Usman Saleh visited Kenya, and he delivered a special message from Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki to William Ruto. And he extended invitation from Isaias Afwerki to William Ruto to visit Eritrea. So William Ruto is visiting Asmara on the invitation of Isaias Afwerki, Eritrean president. Ruto visited Ethiopia a few days ago, though that was in connection with a program of Safaricom, I think. So we can say his first official working visit in the Horn of Africa is his visit of Eritrea. 2-day visit. And that just shows the regional significance of Eritrea. Before visiting Somalia, before visiting Djibouti, before visiting other countries like Sudan, he arrived in Eritrea. That just shows that Isaias Afwerki has a regional reach. When Hassan Sheikh was elected in May, you saw that he also visited Eritrea twice so far. Hassan Sheikh has visited Eritrea twice since May this year. So Isaias Afwerki's regional reach definitely cannot be underestimated, firstly. Secondly, people always criticize US. They say US backs dictators, US only protects its own interests. In Africa, US and Europe colonizers, they are backing dictators. They have no regard for human rights situation in these countries. Now you see what is happening here. That a democratically elected president, William Ruto, is visiting Eritrea, where no general election has been held since 1991 when the country came into existence. Would you say that William Ruto is backing Isaias Afwerki and Ruto has no regard for human rights violations happening in Eritrea? Countries protect their interests. That is how all countries operate. Yes, they keep on saying that human rights should be respected, that people's liberty should not be violated. But what matters for countries is the protection of their interests. US does that, Kenya too, Eritrea, Ethiopia. So all the countries in neighborhood are holding elections. Djibouti, Ethiopia, Somalia, Somaliland to Kenya. But they cannot isolate Eritrea. They have to maintain working relationship with Eritrea. And that is more than working relationship. Eritrea is training land, air and naval forces of Somalia, where there is democracy, working democracy to some extent. And Kenya is a much, much better democracy in the Horn of Africa. Better than Ethiopia, better than Djibouti, better than Somalia. But you see that he decided to visit Eritrea, William Ruto. Why? Because what matters is that for regional peace and security, Eritrean role cannot be neglected. Isaias Afwerki has his reach in Ethiopia, in Sudan, in South Sudan as well, investments there, in Somalia, in Djibouti to some extent. And that is why for Kenya, Eritrea matters, Esas Worky matters. That is why William Ruto paid a visit to Asmara, Eritrea. Let's see what is going to happen in this visit. It would be interesting to see. Will they sign some joint declarations and joint decisions? Will there be discussions about some regional initiatives for peace and stability? Update in coming videos about William Ruto's visit of Eritrea. Thank you for watching.